I get in you.
The best part about my game is how good I look when I score.
Jake Schultz with a beautiful baseline drive. Swain with a shot that could bring rain. Hi everyone and welcome. A good February Saturday afternoon to you. Welcome inside the Ewing Activities Center. We are on the campus of Lorain County Community College, where today, live on the LCCC YouTube channel, we bring you men's basketball, Ohio Community College Athletic Conference matchup between Sinclair Community College and your host, the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. My name is Ron Yance. As always, joining me is our student broadcaster, Brandon Miller. And Brandon, today, the Commodores, who are 20-5 on the season, ranked 9th in the country in Division III, host Sinclair Community College, a team who they beat by 8, 79-71, a month ago in Dayton. Sinclair comes in with 2 wins in a row. Lorain County Community College comes in 3 losses in their last 5 games. You had a chance to talk to Coach John Kishak, the Commodores' assistant men's coach, before the game today. What did he have to say about today's matchup?
Well, he said this is kind of like a play-in game. They got to, in the beginning of the year, they ran a motion offense. Well, in the past 5 games, they pretty much still run the same offense. It's just they just keep standing around. They need to move. They need to move the basketball, put the ball in the basket, and they should win.
Ball movement and good shots. They're coming off a loss, Lorain County Community College is, to Columbus State earlier this week. A loss that was in Columbus, a loss that was not pretty, a loss in the game where they just did not shoot the basketball well. Shooting is so important, and shooting it well is obviously even more important than that. The buzzer has sounded. The national anthem will be next. It's also sophomore day here today, and what that means on a community college campus is it's the equivalent of senior day at a 4-year school. So they're going to honor the sophomores of this Commodore basketball team after the national anthem. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back and give you that sophomore reception just after this timeout.
Commodore basketball is next. Let's go!
Angel free throw shot.
Lorain County Community College is more than
Before we introduce the starting lineup, Commodore coach John Kishak has a special recognition for the Commodore sophomore players.
is obviously not Bill Hockey. Okay, our next player is Danny Boy Locke. Dan is a wing player for us, but we counted on him this year to play inside and outside. He's taller, yet he's quick, and he's a good leaper. So Dan actually transferred here from Tri-C. Again, their loss is our gain. He started quite a bit of games for us this year. He's helped us a lot of victories. And he's been named Conference Player of the Week for his efforts. I know Jake Schultz, obviously, I forgot that Jake has been named Player of the Week for our conference as well. One thing that's very interesting, this year we've had a number of players who were named Conference Player of the Week, and it's a real testament to how well the guys are playing this year. So Dan's been a real good addition for us, and you know, he's the type of kid that really, really hates to lose, so he's a good guy to have in the locker room. Dan, if you can come on up and introduce who's here with you.
I'm with my father Gary and my mother Kathleen.
Okay. Our next is Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly, as you could hear from the crowd, played here at Elyria Catholic, so he's a hometown favorite. He's a very intelligent player. He's a guard. We count on him to help to set up the offenses and defenses. Kevin can really shoot the ball. He's an excellent rebounder as well, but the most important thing with Kevin is he really knows basketball, and I wouldn't be surprised if someday he makes a heck of a coach. But Kevin, if you could come on up and introduce your family members.
I got my dad and my mom here. I want to shout out my whole family and friends for coming to all the games. Thank you, guys.
Hello to the Kelly clan. Thank you. Our next player is Mike Rell. Mike is one of our team captains. Kevin Kelly, I should note, also is one of our captains. Mike is a guard for us. He is a excellent shooter. When he first came here 2 years ago, that was the first thing we noticed, that Mike can really shoot the ball. He kind of morphed into a point guard for us, which has really helped us out because he helps as well, like with Kevin and with Jake, to run the offense, get guys where they're supposed to be. Aside from the fact that he's an excellent shooter, Mike is also an outstanding student. This year we had quite a bit of academic success, so not only was this class and the freshmen successful on the court, but their academics were really good this year. So Mike was one of those guys that did a heck of a job with academics. And Mike, if you could come on up and introduce your family members.
I'm with my mom here, Pat, and that's my dad, Mike, and they've contributed to a lot of my success in my life, so I owe lots of them.
Mike won quite a bit of Conference Player of the Year honors this year. I don't know if it was 3 or 4. So again, Mike did a heck of a job this year for us. Next player is Zach Swain. Zach Swain is, he can shoot the ball, so there's times we have him out on the perimeter, but he's also a very good rebounder. He is one of those kids that may not be as tall as an inside player would be, but he's very strong and he's very determined. One interesting thing about Zach is he played for us, took some time off, as you can see, for family reasons, and he says his little girl is one of the biggest parts of his life right now, and that's what he told us when he came back to play, that was a great addition to his family, but he wanted to come finish what he started. So, as I said, he's a good inside player. He came back to finish, and he's going to end up with his degree by the end of the season. Zach, if you could come on up and introduce your family members here, especially this.
Well, I got my daughter Chloe right here. That's my girlfriend Courtney and my father Jason.
And Zach as well is one of our players of the week for the conference. Then we have Derek Nichols.
In somewhere during the game. I want to make a note. Angel Blakely with her.
Derek comes to us from nearby Benedictine High School. He's a very hard worker, very conscientious. He's one of the team leaders, helps to keep everything together. He's a great rebounder, and you've seen he's a very good shot blocker. One of the problems we have with Derek is getting him to shoot the ball. That's the last thing we're looking for. Hopefully he can do more of that as we head into the playoffs. But in terms of Derek, he's quite an addition to the team. He helps hold everything together. So Derek, if you could come up and introduce your family member.
I brought my mom with me tonight.
His career.
Very well said, Derek. Very well said. Okay, that is all of our sophomores. And before we finish up here, just wanted to say, I know Coach Marty had this all planned out, and unfortunately that came up, so this was a surprise for me. But I will say this, over the last 2 years, there's no denying that these guys are the most successful class ever at LCCC. Last year we were 17-11. We went, got a championship banner here. This year we're 20-5. We've been ranked as high as 7th in the nation, and hopefully we're going to add more of those wins. So, as I said, we've had conference players of the week, numerous. Matter of fact, we have more than any other team in our conference. And going 17-11, 20-5, we still have the rest of the season to finish up. This is the most successful class in LCCC's history for basketball. Aside from that, academically, we fully expect that all, if not the vast majority of these young men are going to graduate in the spring. So, heck of a class. So, give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, a very nice sophomore day celebration and ceremony.
My mother, who's here.
Coach Keshok has one more rose to give out. He's going to walk over and give it to his mother. He's going to have Katie Marquardt walk over. And John's mom and dad are 84 and 82 years of age, and they're sitting right next to our broadcast table. And there's Mr. and Mrs. Keshok. Mrs. Keshok getting a rose from her son, men's assistant basketball coach, John Keshok. It was a awesome ceremony as Lorain County Community College, Brandon, with lots of sophomores on this basketball team. And as Coach Keshok said, the 2 years that they've been together have been record-setting. 17 wins, 11 losses a year ago, 20-5 so far this year. You've been on campus for both of their years. You're a sophomore in standing as well. They've just been outstanding to watch. Here's a look at the starting lineups this afternoon for both teams. Isaiah Trice, Quantel Jackson, Alec Holtree, TJ Mason, and LaDante Hicks Gentry will start for the Sinclair Community College basketball team. Jeff Price is their head basketball coach. Now we take a look at the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. Starting for the Commodores today, all sophomores on sophomore day. Number 1, Zach Swain, 6'3" sophomore guard from Fairview Park. Number 3, Jake Schultz, 6'1", shooting guard, sophomore from Heritage Christian in Parma. Number 10, Miles Meredith, 6'4", sophomore forward from Bedford High School. Number 21, Mike Rell, 6'2", sophomore guard from Valley Forge in Parma. And then rounding out the starting lineup, number 24, Kevin Kelly, the 6-foot starting point guard from Elyria Catholic, Kevin Kelly. So look at your starting lineups this afternoon. The Commodores in their home white. They are trimmed in blue and gold. The Sinclair Community College coming out in their road gray, trimmed in red and white.
Well, speaking of sophomore night, Angel Blakely of the women's team had 32 points today for a total of 802 on the year. She is first in women's to reach 800. She has 460 points this season and needs 14 points to have a single season record, which is held by Onyx Lopez.
Angel was absolutely fantastic today in a loss to Sinclair. She went over 30 points. 806 points in her 2 years, her sophomore season this year. It's outstanding, Brandon. Thanks for that great information. Sinclair with the basketball, just lost it. Here comes Kevin Kelly the other way for the Commodores. This is Mike Rell with a ball fake. That ball fake is effective as he lays it up and in because Rell can shoot it from out there, so the defense has got to respect it. Mike, a smart player, uses it to his advantage. Kelly with his second steal. Lob ahead to Jake Schultz. Schultz laid it up, laid it in. Jake Schultz with 2 quick ones. Jeff Price, the Sinclair Community College basketball coach, with a timeout, 44 seconds into the opening quarter. Brandon, we'll keep it here during this first timeout as the Commodores have jumped out to a 2-bucket lead early on here. Let's talk a little bit about your news, your breaking news that you just gave us. Angel Blakely, the young lady that she would catch, if she scores 13, she'll tie Onyx Lopez for 473 points in a single season. If she scores 14 against Hocking College or more than that, she will become the single season career or single season scoring leader as well as the career scoring leader. Angel Blakely from Clairview High School, right down the street here from Lorain County Community College. So congratulations to Angel Blakely. Maybe she might be in attendance. We'll see if she is in attendance. I can see her from here. We'll try to get a shot of her during the game so we can show her as we talk about her too. Sinclair inside with trouble. Good defense by the Commodores as they started by turning the ball over twice. Now it's a missed shot. Meredith out on the break. Miles will split the defense and he'll draw the charge. Miles ran right into the defense of Alec Holtree. So that will be the first foul on Meredith. And Holtree did a good job of setting his feet and just allowing Meredith to run right into him. If you're going to take that charge, you got to be ready for it. That is not exactly a fun thing to do, get run over.
Especially by Miles.
Especially by Miles, especially by a player that's considerably bigger than you. So this is Holtree with the basketball. They'll swing it all the way over. Sinclair 14-13 on the season. Good ball movement, trying to get that open look. Good closing defense by the Commodores, though. Soft shot falls. It's Isaiah Collier. Commodores coming into this basketball game in conference play, averaging 86 points per game. They're 10-3 at home, and they're 9-4 in Ohio Community College Athletic Conference play. So in 13 games, they average about 86 points per game. They can score. This is Schultz drawing the defense. Rell with a fadeaway shot inside the foul line. Mike missed it. Here comes Sinclair. Holtree with the basketball. Mike Rell stepping in the passing lane. It's the third steal for the Commodores in the opening 2 minutes. Rell gets a high screen, goes left, missed the shot. Comes Holtree. Shot won't go. Rebound falls to Zach Swain. Swain spent the warm-up times, Brandon, with ice on his ankle. I wasn't sure that, I mean, the way that they had it wrapped, I wasn't sure he was going to play. That's Kelly. Kevin Kelly misses the shot.
You said Swain had it?
Swain did, yeah. Zach Swain. Had it wrapped up in plastic wrap. Maybe it's just a precaution for something that happened this week in practice. Hannah Olstrom missed the women's game. She came down on someone's foot in the Columbus State game as LaDonte Hicks Gentry scores inside, and Hannah did not play today because of that ankle sprain.
Did she by chance break the record?
Has not yet hit her 75th three-pointer. She only played for the opening 6 minutes at Columbus State before she got hurt. So she'll go into that Hocking game next week as Mike Rell shoots the three.
That's a big game.
Mike Rell knocks it down. Mike Rell's got 5. Sure, it's a big game. If they win, they're in the postseason Division III regional tournament. Trice missed the 3. Kelly kept it alive. Here comes Miles Meredith. Looks to Mike Rell. Rell will split the middle. Hand it off to Schultz. Jake Schultz shoots the 3, and Schultz has his 5th point of the afternoon. Block shot. Miles Meredith goes up high and denies TJ Mason. Gets the crowd excited. Rell with a spin. Mike off the glass. Missed the shot. The place was going to erupt. Holtree with the left-handed 3. It's an air ball. Swain looks up to Schultz. Feed to Miles Meredith. Reverse layup. Miles gets it to drop. (12-4) Commodores with an 8-point lead. Last time these two teams played each other, it was 79-71, Lorain County Community College. Good drop step by TJ Mason. Mike Rell looking for a high screen. Jake Schultz comes off a baseline screen and hits the 3. Brandon, Jake Schultz has been a very solid basketball player all season long for this Commodore basketball team. Consistency, I think, is his greatest attribute. Meredith with another block. Sinclair will inbound it. Commodores off to a 15-6 lead. LaDonte Hicks Gentry with his 2nd basket. 3 Sinclair players have scored. Swain can shoot it. He will, and he'll make it. That is the 4th three-pointer in the opening 5.5 minutes that the Commodores have made. Brandon, that was the struggle this week on Wednesday night in Columbus against Columbus State as Meredith blocks another shot. They'll get Miles for the foul this time. Isaiah Trice will shoot free throws. One of the big issues that they had in that game at Columbus State was they just were cold. They couldn't hit anything. Shot 30% from the field. It's Miles Meredith's 2nd foul. Careful out there, Miles. Isaiah Trice on the season, 72% from the foul line. He's a good shooter. He's made 55 threes this year as well. Miles goes up, kept it alive for Zach Swain, and Mike Rell will settle in with a basketball. This is Schultz. Good feed to Meredith. Miles goes up. Shot was blocked by Trice. Isaiah saves it. Beautiful defensive play by Isaiah Trice that time, along with his teammate Deng Mangalak. 3 missed. Kelly with the long rebound. Kevin Kelly, one of the 5 sophomores starting this afternoon on sophomore day. In space. Kevin Kelly. That's easy money for the sharpshooter from Amherst. 21-9. 5 3-pointers by the Commodores. Foul's going to go against Zach Swain. Zach was trying to tie up LaDante Hicks-Gentry, and we're going to find Zach with the foul. Hicks-Gentry at 6'7". Swain gives up 4 inches in that matchup, and he was doing everything he could to hold Gentry down, and he did, but he got called for the foul. So that's Zach's first. Good drive, good feed, and a real easy bucket for Hicks-Gentry. He's got 6.
Is Sinclair ranked?
They are not. 14-13, Brandon, on the season. They're 4-9 in conference play. Meredith with a step back. Quick drive. Miles Meredith gets his 3rd foul. So Miles is going to find some time on the bench.
Maybe.
That is the 3rd foul for Miles Meredith. Derek Nichols will jump off the bench. Derek will be in. He'll replace Miles Meredith. At the foul line, it's Isaiah Collier. Collier, as he misses that, is the best free throw shooter on the Sinclair team. 85% from the foul line.
He's got some nice shoes.
The neon look of Isaiah Collier. You will not lose him if you're hanging out at night with Isaiah, that's for sure. So Derek Nichols is in. Nichols, the sophomore from Benedictine High School. Derek, a 6'4" sophomore, to play inside. This is Rell drawing that defense. Nice spin. Shot was blocked. Nichols try to keep it alive, and the tie-up. Commodores will give up the basketball. (21-12). It was 15-6. It was 21-9. Open look, missed. Zach Swain with the rebound, and here comes Mike Rell. A little over 12 minutes left to play opening half. This is Swain off a high screen. Zach will shoot it. Jackson the other way. He'll shoot the 3. And Quantel Jackson with his first basket.
Inside, get something inside. Y'all relying on the jump shot too much.
If there's one bad habit or weakness that the Commodores have shown this year, Brandon, it's the flip side of their ability to get out to a big lead. They get out to a big lead, and oftentimes, I don't know if they relax, if they stop focus, or what the issue is, they oftentimes give up that big lead. You saw it in their last win, the last time we broadcast, when they beat Edison here at home. They were up 17 in the second half, ended up winning by 3. Today they jump out to a 21-9 lead. Sinclair on a little 5-0 run before Schultz drops that free throw. Talent-wise, they're certainly skilled enough to play with anybody in the country. They've proven that. They took Cuyahoga Community College all the way to the buzzer. Tri-C hit a shot at the buzzer to beat Lorain County Community College by a point a couple of weeks ago, and Tri-C was ranked 3rd in the country at the time in Division II. So skill-wise, this team can play with anybody. I think sometimes focus-wise, they lose that during the game, and it gets them in trouble. Nichols with a attempted block. I think Jake Schultz actually picked the pocket before the shot was attempted. This is Rell with a ball fake, and Mike saw the parting of the Red Sea and laid it up and laid it in. Rell's got 7.
You know, now that I'm looking at this roster, There's a guy from Jamaica. How do you find Sinclair out of Jamaica?
Well, you know what? I can only use the example of Pi Walker. College player here at Lorain County Community College in 1979 and 1980. That three-point shot is made by Isaiah Collier. Collier's got 6. And timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. We'll continue the Jamaica story when we come back. We'll be back.
Lorain County Community College is committed to your success. LCCC's high-quality programs lead graduates to high-paying jobs.
Jobs in healthcare.
Business.
Advanced manufacturing.
Information technology.
Even industrial psychology. LCCC helped me realize my dreams. I earned my degrees, and now I'm pursuing my master's. And I couldn't have done it without LCCC and the University Partnership. Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Brandon Pi was from Flint, Michigan, if you remember, and I asked him, how do you go from Flint, Michigan in 1979 to Elyria? And he had said there was a friend of Steve Bankson, who was the basketball coach at Lorain County Community College at the time, who lived in Flint, and had called Coach Bankson and said, hey, you got this kid. He's probably a Division I caliber athlete, but he needs a year, as Pi said himself, to just kind of work on his game, season his maturity, and recommended that he go play here for Coach Bankson. I don't know if there's a friendship relationship in Old Harbor, Jamaica with the Sinclair coach, but oftentimes that's how that happens. There are 2 players on this team from Old Harbor, Jamaica, so I'm guessing they're some way related, and they moved here as a family. Lorain County Community College has that situation on their women's team. Sarah Kaiser is from Traverse City, Michigan, pretty high up north in Michigan as Swain shoots inside. Her family moved here. She didn't come to the Lorain County Community College to play basketball. They happened to move here from Traverse City to Lorain as Sarah started her college career, and she came here and wanted to join the basketball team. So those situations are all unique. I'm not exactly sure how the 2 Jamaica players are here, but I'm guessing it's one of those scenarios. Sinclair inside, Derek Nichols with a nice block. That is the 3rd block shot by the Commodores defense in the first 9.5 minutes of this game. Swain will shoot it again, long range, missed it short. Pounding the rebound is Hicks Gentry. Good ball movement, shot on the elbow missed. Derek Nichols keeps it alive. Kelly saved it, and Jake Schultz is going to bring it up the floor. It's 25-17, Lorain County Community College with the first half lead. Commodores trying to win their 21st game this season. Swain inside, finds Nichols outside. Derek steps up, foul line shot, softly falls. The man with the shoes, Brandon Miller's favorite shoes, LaDante Hicks Gentry hits a 3. He's got 9. You know, it was great penetration that time. Actually, that was LaDante Hicks Gentry with the pass. It was Isaiah Collier who hit the 3. It was great penetration that drew the defense by Hicks Gentry and set up that open look for Collier. Collier's got 9 points, including 2 threes. Game's at 7. Commodores had a 12-point lead. Derek Nichols with the long shot. Rell somehow, some way got that rebound. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Mike Rell had no business getting that rebound. He was boxed out on the inside. He was sandwiched on the outside, but the ball fell to him, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Daniel Lott is off the bench, ready to come in. He'll come in right now. Lott will replace Swain, and Nichols replaced Meredith a couple of minutes ago as Miles started the game fantastic defensively with a couple of blocks, but he also drew 3 fouls. Probably won't see him for the rest of the half. That's Rell making both. Mike's got 9 points to open this first half of scoring. Rell, the top scorer on this basketball team, a basketball team that's extremely balanced. Mike averaging 14 points. Holtree will shoot the 3, and Alec Holtree with the 4th 3-point shot by Sinclair. Lorain County Community College has 5, so 9 3-pointers made in the first 11.5 minutes of this basketball game. Lott, he can shoot the 3. Dribbles it in. This is Trice the other way. Isaiah Trice fills the middle. looks left, goes there. Holtree will shoot it again, misses it. Rell with the rebound.
Uh-oh.
Daniel Lott.
All day.
Good, fresh ball movement, crisp passes, good looks. Lott working with Nichols, denying Hicks Gentry, and then Kevin Kelly's going to get called for the foul.
Fouls on Kevin Kelly, that's his first.
First one on Kevin Kelly, sophomore from Elyria Catholic High School, one of the leaders on this basketball team. Hicks Gentry 84% from the foul line this year. He's at 84%. You've got Mason at 77%. Collier at 85%. Powell at 79%. This is a good free throw shooting team.
Free throws do win ball games.
They certainly do. And they keep you close.
Yeah.
Even if you're having a rough day from the field, if you can make your free throws, you can stay within striking distance. Rell drives it all the way. Mike Rell made that one look easy. Quickly down the floor, it's Trice working against Lott. Cross-court pass. Derek Nichols on defense. Nichols creating some havoc. Derek Nichols, block shot. Kelly controls. Kevin looking for a teammate. Commodores defensively have been outstanding inside the paint so far this afternoon. Jake Schultz will pull it back out. Kevin Kelly now with the basketball. 15 seconds to shoot. Lott working against Trice. Whistle away from the ball. Foul's going to go against LaDante Hicks Gentry. Blew up Kevin Kelly. Hicks Gentry's first foul.
Indiana boy.
You look at that Sinclair lineup as Trice gets the rebound. They come from Michigan, Kentucky, Jamaica, Tennessee, Indiana. They have a very geographically strong roster. 9-point game. 6:30 left to play opening half. Commodores with the lead. They have led from the opening. Jumped out to a 10-4 lead, increased to 21-9. Schultz for three, missed it short. He shot it right in front of us, Brandon. That looked on the money as it left his fingers. Jake Schultz slapped it out of the hands of Isaiah Trice. They're going to whistle him for the foul. It's Jake's first, team sixth in this opening half, so one more, and Sinclair shooting free throws. 3 Commodores in the game: Luis Santiago, Justice Craig, and Oscar Dorsey. They'll check in for Rell, Kelly, and Schultz. So 3 guards leave, 3 guards come in.
It's sort of like the British guards.
Changing of the guards. That's good. I wish I'd have thought of that, Brandon. The changing of the guards. You have to write that one down. Deng Mangalak, the young man from Old Harbor, Jamaica, with that basket. This is Justice Craig. He'll shoot the 3. He misses it short. Sinclair with a chance to really tighten it up now. They were down 12. It's now a 7-point game. Trice inside. Good body control. Isaiah Trice with 3 points.
You know, like I said in the pregame, this is kind of like a playing game and try to work on their stuff, because more than likely they're going to meet Columbus State in the first round.
Santiago with the high arcing shot. Lott kept it alive. Here comes Trice the other way. And if that game happens, it will be in Columbus as Justice Craig steals the ball, then blew the layup. Three in the air. Follow. Blocked by Nichols. Derek Nichols with his second block. Craig with a no-look feed to Oscar Dorsey, and Oscar with the reverse layup.
There's that combo.
Lott almost stole it, sold out. Going up and over the back of Justice Craig. But they're going to call Justice Craig for the foul. That was Deng Mangelak.
Fouls on Justice Craig for the Commodores. That's his first. Team 7, 1-1 for the Cardinals.
So Craig's got position. I've never understood that. And the player that's out of position comes up and over the body of the player that's boxing out. And, you know, he falls over, he gets off balance, and it looks horrible. It looks like it should be a foul on the player who's boxed out. But in reality, I think if you slow those plays down and you really take a look at it, I think it should be a player control foul on the defensive player. Mangelak makes both free throws.
Well, the thing I don't understand is, you know, if you're on the defensive part of the ball, that's called over the back. So there should be an offensive over the back.
Good feed. Derek Nichols is going to shoot 2 free throws. Justice Craig standing out near half court. And Nichols came from the left baseline. Justice Craig with a beautiful pass. You'll see it right here.
Derek Mitchell shooting 2.
So this is the Benedictine Bengal, who had his mom join him today at the free throw line for sophomore day.
Don't rush it, don't rush it.
Lorraine County Community College on the season, 68% from the foul line. Top free throw shooter on the team's Mike Rell. Him and Kevin Kelly, both at 85%.
You know, the one thing that I've noticed throughout the years of watching and whatnot, the taller guys are the ones that kind of struggle at the line, and then the shorter guys are kind of the good ones.
Well, you're exactly right. Tall guys don't have to shoot it from 15 feet very often. This is Santiago, drew the defense. Craig will do the same. Justice put it up, almost made it. He'll shoot free throws.
I just feel like the taller guys would be easier because they're kind of at the rim. They're tall. They don't have to put as much arc.
Well, you need the arc, though, Brandon. You need the arc. You need the arc when you're shooting. Good shooters have a nice arc on the basketball. You want to finish high with your hand, whether it be your right or your left, whatever your shooting hand is. You want to finish high. It's like I would always tell the little kids that I would coach that you want to let the giraffe drink, so that right hand would go up in the air, those fingertips would go up high, and then they'd close out with the flip of the basketball that gets the rotation on the ball that you need to, you know, really have a soft shot that leads to scoring. So you don't want to shoot it down at the basket. You want to have that arc. Shooters can do that. Guards, traditionally, naturally, just more effective at it than post players, just because of the nature of the position and the nature of where those guys shoot from on the basketball floor. This is Alec Holtry at the foul line. The foul was on Justice Craig. That's Justice's second. 3:38 left to play opening half. Lead is now down to 4. Jovan Jones in the game with Daniel Lott. Jones, their 6'7" guy on the inside. Trying to find him. This is Lott looking for a cutter. Nobody's there, so Daniel will shoot it and get the bounce.
You know, the good thing about that is everyone was moving. Everyone was directing.
Absolutely. That's exactly what Lott was looking for, a cutter to the basket.
Well, that, but also it's better than what they had, like Coach Kishak said.
When you run that motion offense, you need guys in motion.
That's the whole point of the play call.
They've been struggling with that. A lot with the turnaround shot. Trice goes up high, up and over Jovan Jones to get that rebound. Sinclair can cut it to 2. Santiago on the ground fighting for the ball with Powell. Tied up. Possession arrow will go Commodores' way. 4 subs back in. Swain, Schultz, Kelly, and Rell.
Change of the guards.
Lotman, Justice, or Lott, Justice, Dorsey, and Santiago will take a seat. So everybody comes out with the exception of Jovan Jones. 2:20 left. 4-point Commodore lead. Left in the opening half. Lorain County Community College has lost 3 of their last 5 games, including Wednesday night this week. They lost to Columbus State. They lost at Columbus State, where they gave up 103 points and scored only 74. So they are trying to find their way again after starting the season with 12 straight wins. They were 12-0. They lost 2 in a row. Then they won 6 in a row. They were 18-2. But in those last 5, they've only won twice. Trice, strong to the basket. He's got 5. 2-point game. Holtree with a steal. Here comes Powell with it. Tyler Powell back to Holtree. Tyler Powell will shoot the 3. It'll give them the lead, and Sinclair has come all the way back. Coach Keshok wants a timeout. His team needs it. 95 seconds left to play, opening half. Commodores are down a point.
Lorain County Community College is more than a 2-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turned to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Brandon, there you go. There's Angel Blakely. Tell everybody the news.
So she scored 32 points today with a total of 802. She is the first woman to reach 800 points. She has 460 points this season and needs 14 points for a single season record held by Onyx Lopez.
So congratulations to Angel Blakely as she went over 30 today in a loss to Sinclair in the women's game that preceded this game. Winding down the opening half, it's Derek Nichols with a much-needed basket, and it's a 3-pointer. Boy, did the Commodores need that. Sinclair was on a 13-3 run before Nichols made that 3. Powell and Trice with ball movement out top. Isaiah's going to force it. He'll make it. Isaiah Trice has got 7. Solid player, averages 14 points on the season. Game's tied at 42. Swain working against Powell. He's got the height mismatch. He'll shoot over Powell. Missed the shot. Holtree comes down and keeps control of the basketball. So Sinclair will have an opportunity to take a shot to take the lead as there's a whistle and they're talking about, I'm not sure, something on the clock. Score solid. If they're talking about the seconds, if clock didn't start ticking, maybe it ticked early, they put it back to 32 seconds. So they took it from 22.6 and they bumped it back to 32 seconds. So Sinclair's going to have the basketball. And there's a 2-second shot difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 9 team fouls for Sinclair, and traveling with the basketball is Alec Holtree. He wanted to pass it, then Tyler Powell cut inside, and I think Alec thought he was going outside. He got caught in between the thought to pass and the thought to continue to dribble, and he traveled with the basketball. So it will be the Commodores now. Shot clock's off. We're at 15 seconds left in the opening half.
Here's a question. Who do you go to at this point?
The open man. I think he's going to see Rel drive the basket, kick to somebody. 5 seconds. Nichols kicks to Schultz. 2 seconds. Jake, the floater, at the buzzer, missed it. And they're going to say player control foul, and that's going to create a situation where Isaiah Trice is going to come the other way and shoot free throws.
Foul, yep. Player control foul on Jake Schultz. That's his second, team 10.
Well, the player control, though, is a different foul, so that won't count. So they're just going to inbound it with 3/10 of a second left. And so both teams are going to go into the locker room tied at 42.
So what's the difference between a player control foul and...
Well, let's grab Coach Keshak first before he heads out, Brandon. Let's stand him up and walk over. John, would you join us here? John, come right this way so your mom and dad can see your handsome mug live on YouTube. Your mom and dad are right next to us, aren't they?
That's right.
84, 82, you said?
That's right. And my father actually was coach at John Carroll for 10 or 11 years, and he was athletic director there for another 10 or 11. So been having athletics in our family for many years here.
Got a chance to give your mother a rose today, too, didn't you?
That's right.
When's the last time you gave your mom a rose, John?
Actually, we had one left from sophomore night, so I thought, well, who better to give it to than to Mom? Right?
All right, that's good. John, your thoughts on a tie game at halftime?
Yeah, Ron, it's the same thing that we've gotten into over the last few games. You can see that. Our guys on offense stand and watch. They get to the point now we're 20-5, where all of a sudden they think they don't have to work. They're so good they don't have to move. And you can't play basketball standing and watching. We got guys, as you saw the first half, standing on the three-point line, tossing up three-pointers. Well, if you make every one, you're going to win games. If you miss, a half to two-thirds, you're going to lose every game. So it's been very frustrating for us over the course of this season. So as we've gotten a better record, they tend to listen less and less. So we got to turn that around for the playoffs.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Okay, thanks, Ron.
John Keshak, the assistant men's coach here at Lorain County Community College, joining us at halftime. It's 42-42, Commodores and Sinclair at halftime in a tight game. We'll be back, got about 13 minutes of news here on campus of Lorain County Community College that we'd like to share with you, and we'll be back right before the start of the second half.
I came here in 2008. I wasn't sure what I wanted to really do.
I've worked here 10 years this April, and I've known Quinn the whole time.
I contacted Claire. When we sat down, it was like she inspired me to go this one direction, and here I am now, gaining my degree.
What really struck me was his persistence semester after semester, and he's got some really decent grades.
I'm a father of 3 beautiful kids. I started college to inspire my kids to do better in life and to be a better role model.
He made me want to go to school myself.
It's family homework time every night. Dad comes home, we do homework together. LCCC helped me tremendously. They work with my work schedule with the evening classes. I'm Quinn Thomas, I'm from Oberlin, and I'm graduating with a degree in applied electronics.
Defense on 3. Come on, fellas. We good. We good.
At this point, we're going to score. We score the ball. But, in this conference, this is not one of those positions where you can just outscore other teams. You got to do the extra things. So we play defense, we rebounded, and that's the key.
Bring it on over. Bring it on over.
I think it's just mostly our energy and, playing together, trying to play together. If you play hard every game, you play together, you do have a chance against anybody.
We're trying to play as a team. We play together. We work hard. We try not to take plays off.
But our defense, like Coach says, when we play defense as a team, we're unstoppable.
Lorain County Community College is more than a two-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turn to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Student success. How's it defined? How's it achieved? Is the completion of a degree the ultimate definition? Maybe it's the launch into a career path, or the courage to become a student in the first place. It just might be all that and more, because there's a lot to the more part. In the design of programs and services provided at Lorain County Community College, there's one central focus: the student's success. In fact, Lorain County Community College has spent the last decade enriching Lorain County's K-12 and post-secondary education system, creating a new model that helps all students succeed by closing achievement gaps. It all started with a planning grant investment by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to create Lorain County's early college high school. That investment triggered a ripple effect of transformational efforts that changed our culture to one where student success is everyone's business. Completion by Design, another Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation initiative, laid the foundation for Lorain County Community College's student success agenda, and it's made all the difference.
I'm like the first person to go to college here, so I didn't understand a lot of things, like what credit hours were.
I know, at least from experience, that if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it can kind of be hard to go straight through college.
Lorain County Community College has been focused on its #1 priority: to drive student completion for academic and career success through a thoughtful design of strategies and programming, and it's working. LCCC leads the state in 3-year student success measures with a 61% rate compared to the 47% Ohio Community College average. Students are spending less time and money on developmental math and English, and this past May, Lorain County Community College conferred 1,810 degrees and certificates. That's a 53% increase since 2010 and 2011.
We've been able to sit down with students and set goals, both long and short-term goals. And so it's been exciting for us to watch those students strive for the end game, which is graduation. Many of our students would just come in and enroll in classes because mom or dad said so, but here they're really able to see the value in their education by reaching goals incrementally.
Several years ago, we developed a developmental course that would pair with our college-level English course to help students move more efficiently through their pathway. The initial developmental standalone course that we had, students only passed that at about a 40% success rate, but now that we've paired the two courses, students pass with an 82% success rate. We are so thrilled with the students' dramatic success because it takes all of them one step closer to graduation.
Faculty have an early alert warning sign sheet that tells them, what could I do if a student doesn't show up for the first day, or fails the first test, is sleeping in class, is late to class.
The new advising redesign means that every student will now have their person. We've moved away from the cafeteria model of complete walk-ins and generalists to a more specialized and a blended approach. At this point in the registration period, we're up in returning students, and we're seeing that the advising redesign is definitely having that sort of impact on our overall enrollment.
The retention rates have increased 20% as more students persist term to term and year to year. The relationships that are built mean everything in every area on campus. Sometimes even the simple smile or recognition of a student makes a difference.
It helps you stay connected to the campus and making you feel like you want to be here and you're just not another student.
I'm 25 years old. I'm a veteran, so it's been a really long time since I've done schoolwork or really focused on being in school. It definitely made my experience a lot easier.
I absolutely hate math. They have a math tutoring center, which is awesome, but yeah, for the most part, my math class wasn't too bad.
without tutoring, without the services offered here, I would not have been able to stay on the fast track and the correct track towards my degree, and instead I would most likely still be taking more courses just to, get to where I wanted to be.
Everyone here is so welcoming, and the professors go out of their way to provide after-hour support, and there's so much communication that I feel very supported.
So let's go back to that original question on student success and whether or not it can be defined. At this moment, we know this. More students today are identifying their major sooner and connecting to their career pathway at a 58% improvement rate. Now that's saving time and money for students by reducing credits earned for a degree by 7%, which in turn helped Lorain County Community College's first-time, full-time, 3-year graduation rate measure improve by 138%.
I don't know where I would be without coming here, honestly. It just opened my eyes and doors for everything.
They can choose to go to any school pretty much out there, but they're picking us because they know they have those great relationships and opportunities to work with some really great people here at the college.
And that's proof positive that everyone in every area of campus plays a role in our ultimate end game, student success.
Everybody, Phil graduated. He completed all his classes and he's going to NASA to get a job. Yay!
Every time a student was near graduation or registered for that last year or that last term or completed a grad audit, wouldn't it be great if we all rang a bell to celebrate student success and their completion?
I ended up here because I was laid off at the steel mill. It was difficult at first because just going back to school from just working for so long.
We created the relationship with the student, with their advisor, all the way from connection to completion.
If I had like a heavy semester load, like 15 or 16 credits, she kind of guided me what classes to take that would kind of take that burden off so I can get through that heavy semester. It feels good to ring the bell just because what it symbolizes as far as getting through all those tough classes.
I'm Philip Mitchell, I'm from Lorain, and I'm graduating with a degree in industrial mechanical technician. And
We're here today for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the AmeriCorps College completion coaches that serve on our campus are hoping to package meals that will then go out into the community and be donated to food pantries.
I'm here because I'm a LCC student. I'm in the nursing program, and I heard about this program going on here today, and I thought there'd be no better way than to help our community than helping this food drive.
We know that there is a food insecurity in Lorain County, and we figured what better way to help the whole county out than to get the community college together and people around the community to come in, box some meals, so we can deliver them to the Oberlin Community Services Food Bank, the Elyria YWCA, and then we also donate some meals to our on-campus Commodore Food Cupboard. We're also going across the street to Veteran Services to see who they think we should donate some meals to. Last year we did over 5,000 meals packaged with 125 volunteers, and we hope to have something similar happen this year, so we're really excited.
Halftime just about up here at Lorain County Community College in a tie game, 42-all. Sinclair and the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. If you look at the opening half, it was as equal statistically as the score is. Both teams shot around 42%. Both teams had actually, Sinclair had a distinct rebounding advantage, 24 rebounds to 16 for Lorain County Community College. Turnovers, the Commodores really took care of the basketball. They had only 1 turnover, and Sinclair had only 6, so it was a very well-played opening half. As Coach Keshok told us as he walked off the court at halftime, it's exactly what he told you, Brandon, before the game started, is they're just not moving the basketball. Too many guys standing around, too many guys thinking because they're 20-5 that they can just turn it on when they want to, and it's going to bite them. It's going to bite them hard, and hopefully in the second half here they've changed that approach a little bit. I'm sure Coach Keshok talked to them at halftime about that. One of the stars of the opening half for the Commodores was Derek Nichols, the sophomore on sophomore day here today, the 6'6" sophomore from Benedictine. He played inside. He had a real good opening half. On that first half, he was 2 of 3 from the field. He was 1 of 2 from the three-point arc. And he had 5 total points. He had 4 block shots in that opening half. And, you know, we got a chance to sit down with Derek before the season started, as well as a couple other guys, and just try to put together quick little vignettes on who they are, what they're about, maybe show you some personality out of each of them. And we're going to go to that right now. We're going to introduce you to Derek Nichols.
It just felt right. It was calling to me, so I took the opportunity and came here. My favorite part about basketball is going to war with your brothers. It means family, always stay together and never separate. Hoping to get into marketing and sales. My favorite part.
Here's a look at Derek Nichols. He's number 12 in this freeze frame. You'll see him with one of his 4 blocked shots in that opening half. He was outstanding with interior defense, specifically Brandon, because he had to come in and replace Miles Meredith, who had 3 quick fouls. So Derek Nichols did that and did that stellarly. He was outstanding in that opening half. He'll start the second half. He'll come out of that huddle for the Commodores with Kevin Kelly, Jake Schultz, Mike Rell, and Zach Swain. And they will open in a 2-1-2 zone defense. Game's tied at 42. We've got 20 minutes of basketball left. Commodores really trying to figure out their recent struggles. They've lost 3 of 5 games after starting the season 18-2. Dante Hicks Gentry, he's got 10. He had 8 in the opening half.
Their leading scorer was Isaiah Collier with 9. So.
Sinclair takes LaDante Hicks Gentry. They have him work his way side to side, top of the key through that zone. It's always an option. Trice with a good rebound keeps it alive. Fouls on Isaiah Trice. That is his first foul. In this game midway through January, Lorain County Community College led by 5 at halftime. It was a lower scoring game. It was 35-30. This one was 42-all at the half. Looking for ball movement, looking for player movement. That's what Coach Keyshock's looking for. Foul will go against, I believe, Isaiah Trice. Yep, that's his second. Kelly looking for a teammate. He'll find Mike Rell. Commodores really getting one look at the basket. This is Kelly with defense against Jackson. Foul's going to go against Kevin Kelly. It's Kevin's second. Quantel will shoot free throws. He had 6 points in that opening half.
Take that charge, 24.
If you look at the free throw shooting in the first half for Sinclair, they went to the line 10 times. They made 8 of the 10.
So that's a good half.
That is a very good half. Commodores scoreless in the opening minute and a half of this second half. Stuck on 42.
Jackie Robinson.
Good ball movement. Rell came out from inside to the foul line, got the shot, turned and shot all in one motion. Mike Rell's got 13. Derek Nichols had good patience that time, looking for a teammate and waiting, not trying to force anything. Quantel Jackson with a 3. He's got 9. Swain lost the ball, got it back. 10 seconds to shoot. Nichols caught in the corner. 5 seconds to shoot. Schultz has got to get a shot off. Finds Derek. Derek will shoot the 3. Missed it long. Comes Holtree with it the other way. This is Trice for 3. Just a mismatch that went Sinclair's way on that rebound. Ball's kept alive. Schultz will chase it down. Jake on a 2-on-1 break. Put up a shot, missed it. Mike Rell will pull the rebound down. Commodores just, they look out of sync right now offensively. It looks like a bunch of broken parts actually, instead of one individual unit. This is LaDante Hicks Gentry inside. He's got 12. Honestly, it looks a little bit like the Cavaliers looked before the trade that has changed everything. A lot of guys standing on the perimeter while one guy dribbles the ball.
I don't think a team has come off a trade deadline better than they have.
Well, certainly in the first 2 games, Brandon, you're right. Nichols on a nice feed from Kelly.
And what's even worse is now they have a break.
Tonight's All-Star Saturday night. What do you got, the dunk contest tonight and all the skills competition?
Yeah, the skills, the dunk, the 3-point, and I think that's it.
Larry Nance Jr., now a Cavalier, trying to do what his dad did, which is win the dunk contest. That's Hicks Gentry inside. He's got 14, including 6 points in the opening 4.5 minutes of this second half.
I've always wondered, in terms of Larry Nance, what it's like to go back to a city where you came from.
Well, I know that he was very emotional about it. That's Jake Schultz with a beautiful reverse spin. Shot that with his right hand, and he really had to create some accented spin on that basketball to get it to go the right way off the backboard. He did. Nance is from Revere, Larry Jr. The parents moved there when Larry Nance Sr. was traded to the Cavaliers from the Phoenix Suns, and they have lived their entire, time that they've raised their family there. And so for him, it's coming back home to his parents' house, his old high school, all those things. He was very pleased coming from the Lakers to the Cavaliers. At the free throw line, it's Quantel Jackson. Jackson's got 10 points. Miles Meredith has checked back in along with Daniel Lott. Derek Nichols and Zach Swain will take a seat. Commodores are down 4, make it 5 as Jackson hits another free throw. Largest deficit of the game for the Commodores. They led by 12, 21-9. That was their largest lead of the opening half. The thing that really hurt them on Wednesday night in Columbus was their inability to make shots from the outside. Coach Kishak talked about trying to get the ball inside with movement. Nice move, nice recovery. Kevin Kelly blocked that shot after getting beat by Quantel Jackson off the dribble. Meredith, baseline, pullback shot, got it. Miles Meredith with a real nice athletic move. He's got 4 points.
Give it to him and be open. You got to be small. Now we get this right. We need to stop. Front him. That's the front him.
Patience by Sinclair against this Commodore zone.
Let's go.
Rell quickly the other way. Will split it off the glass, somehow off balance. Mike Rell was able to get that in. He's got 15. And quickly, Quantel Jackson answers. He's got 14, including his third 3 of the game. Timeout on the floor. Commodores down 4. We've got just over 13 minutes left.
Lorain County Community College is more than a 2-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turned to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Brandon, the last time we saw these Commodores here on our live YouTube broadcast, they knocked off Edison here in the Ewing Center, 84-81, a 3-point game that went down to a final shot for Edison to send the game into overtime, in a game that shouldn't have been that close. They were up 17 in that second half and lost that lead. Game almost went to overtime. Commodores are trying to find their focus. Miles Meredith with active feet, chase that one down. Kevin Kelly from about 25. Kevin Kelly can shoot the basketball. He's got 6. Well, one of the things that worked that time, Commodores got back on defense quickly. Sinclair could not get that quick break, open look that they got previously when Schultz knocked down the 3. Commodores didn't get back. Kevin Kelly, dribble penetration. Isaiah Collier with the basketball across the timeline. Trice missed the shot. Meredith with the rebound. Rell looks up the floor. Mike Rell goes left, hugs the ball. It's Jake Schultz with it. Meredith sets the screen. Rell comes off of it. Fadeaway hesitation shot. Knocked it down. Mike Rell's got 17. Played well off the Miles Meredith screen left of the foul line.
You ain't got the baseline, boy. You don't have the baseline, coach. Can't be everywhere.
Ball fake off Schultz. Almost traveled with it, didn't get called. Jackson missed the shot. Here comes Kevin Kelly. Kevin with a right hand, shot was blocked. Holtree down the floor, great vision to Jackson, and it's an easy 2 for Sinclair. Jackson's got 16 points. He has scored 10 in the first 9 minutes of the second half. Meredith turnaround shot. Miles Meredith has been active since his return. Miles Meredith missed pretty much 80% of that opening half. He got 3 quick fouls. Commodores had to sit him. Inside, up and over with strength is LaDante Hicks Gentry. 8 in the first half, 8 in the second half. He's got 16. Kelly again from 25 feet. This one's long. Miles Meredith stole it to Daniel Lott. Soft shot, rolled out. Ball still on the floor. Sinclair will control it. Holtree will bring it up. Alec Holtree with the left-hand dribble. Jake Schultz, averaging 3 rebounds per game this year, pulled that one down, gets it off to Mike Rell. Good feed. That's Lott from 15 feet. Can't buy the bucket. Kelly tied it up in the backcourt. Commodores shot 42% in that opening half. They are not even close to that thing, I think, Brandon, here in the second half. They have gone stone cold. Luckily, last 5 or 6 possessions, Sinclair hasn't been much better. This is Schultz with it. Beautiful dribble off the glass, rolls and drops. Jake Schultz.
But we need to stop. We got to stop trading basketball.
This game might come down to the last person with the ball.
It was 42-all at halftime. Daniel Lott will be called for the foul. Sinclair jumped out to a 53-48 lead. They led by 5. Commodores came back, took a 1-point lead at 59-58, and we stand at 61-60. Rell's going to take a seat. Luis Santiago will check in. Mike Rell will get the rest that he deserves. He's got 17 points. Leads the Commodores in scoring. Schultz is right behind him. He's got 15. This is Meredith on defense. Off the inbound, Miles playing with 3 fouls. Good ball movement. Sinclair gets the open look. Meredith goes up for the rebound. And I believe Kevin Kelly is going to get called for his 3rd foul. Foul will go on Kevin Kelly. 3 on Kelly. Stepping to the foul line is Isaiah Trice. Trice 1 of 2 in that opening half from the foul line. He's got 3 points.
Everyone has played for LC besides one guy.
Thomas Haranis has not been in the game yet.
Oh, sorry, 2. JT hasn't been either.
JT Dudley as well.
But that's been like the whole year. Everybody plays.
14 players on the roster, 14 players dressing, and 14 guys play on a team that's 20-5. That ball was kicked. A late whistle. Sinclair was actually off running before the whistle happened. 61-60, Commodores holding on to the 1-point lead in a game that's been back and forth. Jovan Jones in the game. He will match up against Sinclair's big, LaDante Hicks Gentry. A couple of 6 guys inside. Santiago brings rain.
Again, I will never forget that game that we broadcast where he almost hit the basket that is elevated.
He hit 3 threes. Lott back to Santiago. He'll shoot it again. This one's short. Jovan Jones keeps it alive. Knocked out of bounds by Sinclair. So the Commodores will get it back. Kelly gets Meredith. Miles with a spin. Shot was blocked. Fouls on Tyler Powell. That is Powell's first. Miles Meredith on the season, just 57% from the foul line. Miles Meredith with encouragement from some of the women's team members from Sinclair, screaming loudly as he shoots his free throws, trying to distract him.
Well, when you drop 102, you can say whatever.
They dropped 132.
Oh, 32. Yeah. My bad. My bad. My bad, Sinclair.
9th time this season they've gone over the 100 mark. Sinclair women's team that's 24-3 now with that win.
Come on, 35. Come on, 32. Push him in there. Push him with 2 hands. Let's go, boy, let's go.
Santiago with the basketball. Commodores with a chance to take a 7-point lead, maybe 8.
You think Sinclair women's can beat UConn women's?
No. No. Santiago thought about it. Kelly will think and shoot. And I thought it was coming back down. Boy, that went straight up. Thought it was going to come straight down through the net. Sinclair the other way runs right into Kelly. They're going to call charging foul. Kevin Kelly, boy, really sacrificing his body. Kelly stepping in front of a freight train in Isaiah Collier. Collier at 6'5", built like a safety. Kevin Kelly stepped in front of him, took the charge. This is Meredith staring down Hicks Gentry. Took him to the basket. Fouls on the floor.
Double foul to play. Foul for the Titans. Jovan Jones for the Commodores.
Double foul. Fouls on Jovan Jones. That's his second. Also on Tyler Powell, and that is his second.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Common foul or
double foul?
Yeah, double foul.
It happens. Jones found Meredith. Miles with good control, even better. Blocked shot, though, by LaDante Hicks Gentry. Miles got Gentry to leave his feet, and Gentry stayed with it body-wise. Was still able to block the shot after he had come down. Kevin Kelly playing like he's 6'7". Good feed from Santiago into Miles, working against Gentry. Jones up with one hand, grabbed that rebound. They're going to call a foul. They call a foul on Jovan Jones. He went up over Tyler Powell.
This game's getting physical.
Inside 7 minutes left to play. Offensive foul inside. That's against LaDante Hicks Gentry. That is his. Well, they've got him for 2. I had him for 3. We'll go with the official score. That's his second. He's been a beast. 16 points overall, 8 in the first, 8 in the second. Mike Rell, who has been on the bench getting good rest, leads all scorers with 17. Jones left of the foul line, missed badly, but Miles Meredith had the position inside. He's got 7. Sinclair wants a timeout. They are down 7. They led. Actually, it was 60-59 they led, and in that time period, it's a 8-0 Commodore run. We'll be back.
Lorain County Community College is more than a great education. It's a college full of opportunities.
I'm taking classes around my schedule on campus and online.
I'm working on my bachelor's degree at LCCC's University Partnership.
I earned my associate's degree and my bachelor's in biology by age 20.
Lorain County Community College is a great place to start and finish your degree. I'm saving thousands on my education, close to home. Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Also remind you, the fans, please pick up your trash before you leave.
Kevin Kelly breaks the huddle along with Santiago, Jones, Meredith, and Daniel Lott. Those are the 5 coming out for the Commodores with 6:17 left in this basketball game.
Have you watched any of the Olympics?
I've watched it every night, Brandon. Very, very locked in. I love the Olympics.
What's your favorite event?
You know, I like watching the downhill. It is amazing how fast both the men and the women go in the downhill and in the Super G. And a close second is the half pipe, the snowboarders. They're very exciting to watch.
I like the luge and curling. I think it's the luge. Isn't that the one where they're on the board and they like slide?
Yeah, or the skeleton, either one. You can both of those. Good ball movement.
They're like on a sled.
Yep. Trice with a 3. Well, just when you think you're making some progress against Sinclair, they do that. They hit a 3. Jones with a back cut to Santiago. Luis Santiago had the back cut. Jones spotted him on it and hit him in the numbers with a pass. Beautiful play. Commodores looking for some defense. 5:20 left. Up 6. They won this game a month ago by 8, 79-71. So you knew it was going to be close. Holtree again for 3. Lott kept it alive. Drawing the foul is Isaiah Collier.
Hey, that's 1-1. That's 1-1.
7th team foul. 4th foul on Collier. 7th team, so Lott's going to come shoot at least 1 free throw. Mike Rell will check back in. Luis Santiago did a great job subbing for Mike Rell. Rell was leading the team with 17 points but needed a rest, and Santiago came in and did a great job. Made a couple of key shots. He's back on the bench as Lott's at the foul line. It's the bonus situation, 1-1. Daniel hits the first, he'll get a second. Lott averaging 11 points, 76% from the foul line this season. 8-point lead. Largest lead for the Commodores since they led by 12 early on in the game at 21-9.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Commodores looking for the travel before the foul. The foul will be called. It'll be called on Jones. LaDante Hicks Gentry has been a handful today for this Commodore defense.
You foul, make sure you foul.
Hicks Gentry's got 16 points. Good free throw shooter, 84% from the foul line. Averages a double-double on the season. He is all around very good in just about every way for this Sinclair basketball team. 19 points, 10 rebounds, leads the team with 17 blocks. Shoots 56% from the field, and I told you about the 80+ from the foul line. Hicks from Fort Wayne, Indiana, played at Snyder High School.
Box, everybody box.
17 for Hicks, 7-point game. Lott and Rell in the backcourt. Miles Meredith will run the middle. Jones traveled with a basketball. Jovan was caught between thoughts. Thought about driving, thought about passing, both happening at the same time, and traveling always happens.
32, watch it.
Miles Meredith rips the rebound. Here comes Mike Rell with it. Rell on the right side. Looking left, going there, it's Kevin Kelly. Kelly with a step. Miles Meredith with a step and ran into Isaiah Collier, and that's Isaiah's 5th foul. He has fouled out of the basketball game. Collier's out with 9 points. Had them all in the opening half and was scoreless here in the second half. It was the 8th team foul, so this is Meredith shooting free throws. Miles Meredith from Bedford High School, one of the sophomores honored today here on Sophomore Day. Miles had his mom and his dad on the floor with him, as well as his brother.
1 of 3, I think, for the brothers. No, 2. He's the 3rd one.
That would make him 1 of 3.
Oh.
Yep. You were right the first time, Brandon. Miles 2 of 4 from the foul line this afternoon. He's got 8 points. Jackson lost the ball. Meredith steals it, and reaching in and drawing the foul is Alec Holtree. Meredith's going to go right back to the foul line. He has found that to be a home for him in the last 2 minutes of this basketball game. This will be his 6th appearance at the foul line. It's Holtree's first foul. Largest lead of the game for Sinclair was 6. Largest lead of the game for Lorain County Community College was 12, and it's now at 10. Holtree with it, and Holtree traveled with the ball. I think, nope, they're going to call a foul away from the ball. Boy, I think Holtree took steps. Fouls on Jones. It's going to be Javon Jones's 5th foul. So Derek Nichols is going to check in off the bench. Jones is out. Jones is fouled out. Isaiah Collier fouled out moments ago for Sinclair. Javon Jones is out scoreless, but he was counted on for interior defense. Matching up against the guy who's shooting free throws right now.
They've been going at it for the last, like, 5 minutes. There's bound to be a foul call on somebody.
LaDante Hicks Gentry is 4 of 5 from the foul line. He's got 21 points. Nice soft rotation off his fingertips. Pretty good free throw shooter for a big guy. Back cut by Nichols on the baseline. It's Kelly. Kevin Kelly, now Miles Meredith with the basketball. We're 15 seconds inside 4 minutes. Lott with a spin. Went into a double team. Missed the shot. Here comes Sinclair. Trice with it. Kicks it out. That's Powell with a 3. The Sinclair faithful here were ready to erupt inside to Miles Meredith. Miles got pushed. That will be the 10th team foul. So Miles is going to shoot 2 free throws. Fouls on Powell, Tyler Powell. That's his 3rd.
10th team foul, double bonus situation. Miles Meredith shooting 2.
Miles did his best just to stay in bounds.
Now, when the refs go like this, what does that mean?
You've got, I think you've got 10 seconds to shoot the ball once they give it to you.
So is this 1 second?
Yep.
Okay.
Derek Nichols kept it alive, and Daniel Lott will put up a shot that missed. Lott and Nichols in the backcourt with Miles Meredith hounding the basketball. It's a 9-point game.
Hands up, hands up.
Isaiah Trice went without resistance. He's got 5. Commodores were up 10. Sinclair on a little run here. Double screen. Rel looking for somebody to pass to. Kelly inside to Nichols, and Derek lays it up with one hand. Thought he was going to go up 2 hands, Brandon, and dunk it.
I was hoping for a dunk, but I think you got to play conservative here.
Great vision by Kevin Kelly. You mean just make sure you make the basket, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Lott with a rebound.
Don't try to force anything. That could backfire on you. Like, oh.
Mike Rell.
Nice move. Nice move. Nice move.
Let's steal some rush the clock. Get the clock work for you now. Watch the shooter. Watch the shooter go into the corner.
Commodores have the basketball and an 11-point lead. We're inside 2 minutes to play, so. Lorain County Community College likes where they're at right now, trying to win their 21st game of the season. Went into this week ranked 9th in the country in Division III. That's Lott from Meredith. Nichols with the tip.
How many teams make the playoffs?
Well, the 4 teams out of the conference, or 5 teams out of the conference for that Lorraine County Community College is in will make it. I don't know how many total teams. Not everybody makes the playoffs. Like, for example, on the girls' side, Brandon, Hocking College, if they get beat by Lorraine County Community College on the 24th, Hocking College will not make the playoffs. If the Commodores win, they'll make the playoffs. Total number-wise, I'm not sure. I do know this. If they win their opening round playoff game, they'll play here in the second round, which would be a regional championship game. If they win that, they'll go to nationals, which are in New York City this year.
Yeah, Lake Sedgwick or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure the location.
It's on the it's on the schedule.
So Quantel Jackson's at the free throw line. Shot clock, of course, or the game clock is stopped. It's at 1:12. Commodores with their largest lead of the afternoon. It's at 13 points.
Run the clock sometimes.
Inside a minute, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lot to Miles Meredith. Miles thought about a three. He's got 7 seconds to shoot. Took it inside instead and almost dropped down the layup. LaDante Hicks-Gentry with that rebound. This is Sinclair with an opportunity that's minus the time right now. They just don't have enough time to come back and put pressure on the Commodores. Lorraine County Community College is going to dribble this down. There's only a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They're up 11. Found themselves down by as many as 6 in the second half. They were up 12 in the opening half, then it was tied at halftime as Miles travels with the basketball. But they stayed steady, stayed strong, and they're going to walk out of Ewing tonight with a win. They're 21st of the season, and they're going to improve to 10-4 in conference play. Done well here at home too, Brandon. 11-3 with this win.
No foul. No foul. They can have it.
2 games remain for the Commodores. They'll both be on the road. They'll travel to Hocking, and then they'll finish the season at Clark State before the postseason tournament starts.
And the opening round is at the higher seed, right?
Yeah, they will play on the road as that three-point shot at the buzzer falls short. Play on the road that first game. If they win it, they'll host the second game here at the Ewing Center, and we'll bring it to you. It'll be our pleasure. 81-70 is the final. Commodores improved to 21-5 on the season, 10-4 in conference play, and 11-3 at home this year. Sinclair, well-fought game. Game that was tied at halftime. Game they led by 6 points midway through that second half, but they fall today. They're 14-14 on the season, 4-10 in conference play. We're going to try to grab Derek Nichols. Did he already go by us?
No, he's over there.
He's right over there. We're going to try to grab Derek Nichols. So Brandon, why don't you? I'll go get him, and I'll give you my headset.
Thank you.
Okay, so Derek, just talk to me about the importance of today, both mentally and within the game.
Everybody tried to come together. Coach Marty said he probably wouldn't be here today, so we knew we had to do this for him. That's it. Everybody played for each other, and we got the job done.
What about as far as like sophomore night? You know, the last time.
It was just another game for us. We all talked in the locker room. Yeah, it was a special night, but we had to do the same thing we do every night. Come out and compete to the best of our abilities.
And then, as a sophomore, what goes through your mind before the game and during the game?
This might be my last time playing here. So just wanted to give the fans a win tonight and just make sure we keep on rolling through the playoffs, keep the same type of energy.
And a couple more questions. What a first half. You had 4 blocks.
Really? Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Explain, like, why. That.
I mean, hey, I just had to contest it. Couldn't let them get any easy shots off. Last couple games I've been getting in foul trouble, but that's the cost it takes. Just got to do it.
And then, last but not least, just give me your best LCC memory, either in the classroom or on this court.
I would say winning that playoff game against Columbus State last year. That was a big one. First one in school history, and it was just the best feeling I ever had here.
Okay, well, good luck in the future.
All right, thank you.
And during the playoffs.
Thank you.
Back at you.